Hello, my dear friends. My name is Natasha, and I'm mother of 5 children. I would love to say that I am survival of abuse, but I'm not, and my children are not. We are still in a process. I met my husband in 1998 in a Bible school in Kherson in Ukraine. In 2000 we got married, and then we worked for mission, and we were planting church in Ukraine for 10 years. Abuse started almost right away after marriage, but I was staying because I thought that abuse is happening only to me, but at least my kids could have a father and be safe. And the second reason why I didn't want to leave, because I was pastor's wife, and I thought if I leave I would cause a church split, or a lot of people to leave church and don't believe in God. So those two reasons kept me for a very long time. Abuse were escalating over the years, more and more and more. In 2009, we moved to Canada, where my ex-husband was from, and I immigrated, and then we lived there. We lived here. In 2021, abuse was escalating so much. Like last 2 or 3 years, my older girls were not allowed to talk to me. I was not allowed to talk to them. My small kids were abused. I was abused, and plus to that, we were basically isolated on a farm, far from people for 7 years. So I didn't have friends. I wasn't allowed to talk to my family, and we were basically locked in abuse. And it got so bad. After that, like my doctor, pastor, and few other people got involved and were trying to help us to be rescued. In beginning of 2021, I started to talk to my ex-husband that we need to separate. I thought maybe we can just move to different places. He said he's stronger physically, so he will keep the house, and myself and kids, we have to leave. I had sister in Saskatchewan, so I asked him permission to sign papers that I would be allowed to go to Saskatchewan. He said he will sign permission only if I leave 2 kids as a guarantee, and I just couldn't leave kids as a guarantee in abusive home. So we had to run away to the women's shelter, which we did. We stayed in a women's shelter program for 1.5 years. They helped us a lot, and then we were able to move into our separate rental house. We were in courts for last 4.5 years, from 2021 to 2025. It is very draining process, emotionally very difficult, and also financially it costs like tens of thousands of dollars. I thought in the process, if I don't ask for half of the money, like that, if I don't ask for house, if I leave everything, then he would leave us alone. But no, it didn't happen. Plus justice in Canada, by law it sounds like women and kids are protected, but in reality I'm not the only one who was caught up in illegal abuse. So every court hearing that I won positive result, it was only by prayer and only by miracle of God. Like even result was bad, but God would twist and switch, and me and my kids were protected. He had visits in the beginning, and abuse was tremendous, that social workers started criminal investigation, which postponed any parenting time for 1.5 years. So there been a big chunk of time when kids didn't see him, but it wasn't because I was able to prove my point, but because of criminal investigation. Also, my kids and myself, we have protection order until 2028, no contact absolutely with him. We were in final court order in September 2024. We were able to acquire by mutual agreement that I would be primary caregiver. I am allowed to do documents, major decision for kids, and after 9 months, after December 10th, 2024, I was allowed to relocate with kids where I want to live. It wasn't specified, without consent of ex-husband or their father. That's what we did. We relocated because we were allowed by final court order. We started again our life from scratch, from zero, in a new place, and we found friends, we found church, we found a school, everything was established. And now in February 2026, I heard that there is court hearing, emergency court hearing, which I have attended. I attended court hearing first time on February 5th, where no documents were served to me. I didn't have lawyer to represent me, and judge wanted to order us to relocate again in 10 days, or police will drag my kids back to Manitoba. I had duty counsel who helped me to talk to judge, and we were able to postpone this decision until February 15th, which gave me only 4 business days. Judge didn't allow to give me time to find a lawyer or represent myself at all. Myself and kids, we were not represented. I tried to make affidavit myself, bring good points, and on February 12th, judge still made the decision that March 1st we have to relocate back to city in Manitoba, where we don't have house or place to stay or anything, and in 15 days, couple of them are weekends, it's impossible to find place, and alimony was also stopped and they're not paid. So at this moment, I need money to relocate, and also I need money to hire a lawyer super fast who can help me to represent myself and kids. Lawyers are very, very expensive, and also like this big move, 2,000 kilometers, is also very expensive. There is not time for me to pack or to find a new place being far away. So I ask you to spread my story, and I ask you, we also opened GoFundMe, so if you would like to donate and help us, please do so. If you want to stop this abuse, also please pray for a miracle, pray for a good lawyer who can actually represent kids, because all of these decisions were made not considering final court order. It's not in the best interest of children. And also I would like to record this video because if something happens to me or my children, I want you to know that it was an accident. Thank you so much.